Well, hey, LTD family, welcome back for another episode of the Morning Huddle. It's the week of September 30th through October 6th. I'm Sam.
And I am Yasmin. Hey, guys.
Hey, we're welcoming into a new week into the month of October, and we're still going to talk about a little bit of leadership lessons from our wise pineapple. And this week's leadership lesson is about failure and learning to fail forward. So, first little nugget she talks about is embracing failure, about how we encounter, we're going to encounter challenges, whether it's managing guest complaints or coordinating with other departments, and how it's so important to foster an environment where we can really embrace failure and we can really view that failure as an integral part of our learning process. Our vision as a company is the constant pursuit to be better, and we can't grow and we can't get better without some failures along the way. So we also want to, really use failure to help us unlock our true potential. So taking some risks, right? I told you in our conversation before, but I used to have a coach that would always say, if you're not failing, you're not trying, which means, sometimes you got to swing the bat and you might miss, but you got to swing, you got to shoot on goal, you got to do the thing. So sometimes we have to fail in order to move forward and to make progress at anything. And then, of course, using failure as a stepping stone. So really encouraging resilience by helping our team members see those setbacks as opportunities, right? When feedback is a gift, and these setbacks can be really seen as opportunities. So, Yasmin, how do you embrace failure on your team? How do you talk about failure with your team members?
Well, I think not looking at any negative from guest or any experience as the F word, a fail. Anything that a guest talks about that is we feel like how they experience. I always say that that word can be very intimidating.
Yes.
And actually, it's what the guests say. We see it may be a fail, but it really, like you said, it helps us grow. I know for me, I used to get very defensive when hearing that word, because I'm like, I know what my team does, but then I had to say, okay, how can I look at this from the guest perspective, or even with my associates? They may see it as a fail, but when you sometimes talking it through and pointing out, okay, the positive things in it, even though it may be negative, but point some things out, listen to what they're saying, whether it's the guest or the associate, and then sometimes repeating it back to the associate or the guest can help as well. So I embrace it because it's growth. It's growth. You can grow from it. So the next experience, it may be relatable to the prior experience. So, okay, what did I do with this?
Been there, done that, right? I've had this experience before, so I know how to handle it. No, that's so great. And if we take some time to reflect on it, then there's an opportunity to grow from it, and we can learn from it. So it doesn't have to be a failure, and we certainly don't want the fear of failure from to prevent us from taking a step forward. And we even talk about this, like, not even from the guest perspective, but for our own leadership journeys and our own growth and our own development. Maybe you have a desire to grow in your leadership and you want to go for a supervisor role or a manager role. Don't allow that fear of failure to prevent you from throwing your name in the hat, right? It's so important. We can't allow those fears of people's perception of us or that we might fail prevent us from trying.
This is something funny, Sam. Like, my whole hospitality career was built on knowing, like, I'm already doing the job, but fear of failure, and like my mentor would have to, like, drill it. Sometimes people can see more for you than you can, even if you're doing the job already. You don't see it. So you think you're gonna fail and scared, and that's one of the things that me and my mentor would really go back and forth about. And I'm like, just because you say I'm ready, that don't mean that I'm ready. But then I'm ready, but it's the fail. It's the fear. So
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. And hey, be that for somebody else. Speak
Yes.
life into somebody else. If you see
Yes.
some potential there, I want to encourage you to speak life into the people around you, because sometimes you're right. They may not see what you see inside of them. So
Yeah.
lots of lessons here from this, both from the guests interaction perspective, but also, again, from our own professional development. So good lessons to learn this week. And now we're going to jump in to a little celebration. You guys heard us talking about our involvement in our community and in the walk to end Alzheimer's. So we had the walk on September 21st. We had such a great turnout from so many of the hotels here on the south side of Virginia. We had lots of people come play our games. We learned so much about this disease and about the resources that the Alzheimer's Association has for all of us. And so, again, we want to just keep encouraging everybody. We are still actually collecting donations until December 31st. So there's still an opportunity for you to participate and be a part of changing how this disease affects so many. And we did want to highlight the Delta Chesapeake that actually facilitated a root beer float fundraiser.
Awesome.
And they raised over $500 to contribute to this fund. So we are so thankful for the Delta Chesapeake and the team there. And then, of course, all of the teams who came out, who walked, who if you couldn't walk, donated. And then, of course, just took the time to learn. Sometimes, again, the biggest thing we can do is just learn more about how we can how we can help others or help ourselves in those situations. So again, we are continuing our efforts to get involved in our communities and to support our teams around us. So this is just one way of many that we're going to continue those initiatives. And again, this is a podcast about celebrations, and we did not want to let the moment pass us by without celebrating Miss Rosette Ricafort, I hope I said your name correctly, on becoming a U.S. citizen. She is from our country in Colombia. What an incredible, incredible accomplishment. We are so proud of you, and we are so thankful to have you on our team. So congratulations from the whole LPD family. We are so proud of you for that major, major accomplishment. So congratulations to you. And then we're going to go ahead and move forward with our celebrations. We have lots of birthdays to celebrate throughout this week, and we are going to jump into September 30th. We have Miss Tiana Parker at the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake, and October 1st, we have Michael Thomas at the Aloft Chesapeake. Happy birthday.
October 2nd, we have Linda Miller at the Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake and Billy Tucson at Doubletree, Columbia.
Happy birthday, you guys. On
birthday, guys.
The 5th of October, we have Shanna at the Aloft Chesapeake and Faith at our Super Chicks in Greenbrier. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, guys. October 6th, we have Joshua, LTD Corporate, Courtney, Spring Hill Suites, Norfolk, Autumn, Holiday Inn, Newport News. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday. And then I think we're going to go ahead and jump into our work anniversaries. We have October 2nd. We have 3. We have Brayden, who's at our LCD corporate office 1 year. Julian, who's at our Super Chicks in Williamsburg 1 year. And then Javier, who's also at our Super Chicks, celebrating their 1 year anniversaries. Congratulations.
Yes, congrats, guys. October 6th, we have Tawana, Element Hampton, 1 year.
1 year. Congratulations, Tawana.
Congrats.
And then, of course, then we get to jump right into our star player of the week. So our star player this week is Miss Renee, who's our in-room dining associate at the Delta Chesapeake. Yasmin, you want to tell us a little bit about Renee?
Okay, Renee joined us without any prior hospitality experience, but she quickly demonstrated that a positive attitude can lead to remarkable accomplishments. Every morning, she delivers each plate at breakfast with a warm smile and genuine care. In the pantry, she takes great pride in keeping everything clean, well-stocked, and ready for our guests to enjoy, even diligently cleaning the coffee machine. With every shift, I know I can count on Renee to ensure her areas are impeccably maintained and that every guest is treated with kindness and respect. That is super awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
And that was nominated by Miss Yvonne, our food and beverage director at the Delta Chesapeake. Renee, you are our star player of the week, and we are so thankful for everything that you do to serve our guests and, of course, your teammates around you. And with that comes a $50 gift card coming your way. And again, this is a reminder, we would love to hear from you. So if you see someone going above and beyond and really living out our LTD values, we would love to highlight them in our next morning huddle. And then, of course, we're going to continue with our efforts in our word of the week en Espanol. And what better word for us than service? So, servicio. Servicio.
That's pretty easy.
Our challenge for you this week is to use this word in a sentence and try to grow a little bit more in our ability to communicate en Espanol. With that, we want to thank you guys. We hope you have a tremendous week, and let's lean in and get better together.
Bye,
Thank you guys. We hope you have a good week.
Bye. Have a great week.